You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence, and the dark's all that I see when your stars have burnt out.
Hello Lemfam, so another Timu haul. I have bought these advent calendar boxes. These are 24 boxes that you can put some stuff in. So it's a really good idea if you want to gift someone an advent calendar or make one for yourself and not have to do too much work on it. So I bought these for my channel. I have something fun in mind for the month of December. I also bought a bunch of Christmas earrings also to go in my boxes. I bought this seat belt thing. I made one on my channel a few years back, but that one's pretty done for, so I bought this one. It's a little bit longer for the other one to be replaced. Then I bought this cute keychain holder. I have been using the same for a few years now and it's pretty colorful. And this one's just black with white. It's a little bit just easier on the eyes, and I also just felt like a change, and it has cute cats. I mean, like, really. And then I also, for the first time in my life ever, bought a couple of rings that actually fit me. I just wanted to experiment, like, do I like the feeling of wearing a ring and what kinds do I actually like? So let me put them on. By the way, I'm wearing size 11, so I have quite the sausage fingers, but that's okay. I am so glad that I finally found like a website that does sell this size, because here over in the Netherlands, these are nowhere to be found. At least I haven't. So this is what they look like. I have one silver, one gold, and just one kind of grayish. So far I think I like the gold one best. It's really comfortable and it's also cute, pretty, and really small, which I like. Then I have this silver one. It's just a little bit more bling. It's also really comfortable. Like, I've never worn a ring that's actually the right size for my finger. Pretty cute too. And lastly, I have this gray one. I can feel that it's thicker too. Like, it's a little bit more uncomfortable because, you know, I'm not used to wearing rings. But it is pretty cool though, just the plain gray. I like it. So I'm replacing my Attack on Titan keychain holder for the one that I showed you earlier. And I didn't notice this, but look at how cute. Like, they're watching each other with really intense eyes and I love it. This one can go into backup for when I'm tired of this one again. And I also bought something else, something really exciting, at least to me. In my previous Temu haul, I was talking about getting new harnesses. I already bought two, but the ones that I previously bought, they're good for when I take them on long walks, but not for running, because they would irritate the skin underneath their armpits, because the front and the back of the harness were connected and this one is not. I bought one for Raven and also one for Dobby, so I bought two and I already tested them out. So I will show you some clips here of them wearing these and they work really good. Their front paws are totally free to move. It doesn't irritate their skin. So these are the ones that I am going to use from now on. Really happy with these. And that was it for my Temu haul. Oh my gosh, almost forgot the most important package. I have been waiting for this one for quite a while because I ordered it, I think, in the beginning of October, maybe the end of September. So yeah, it's a dog bed. It's two of them actually. I wonder, like, is this both of them? Because online it only said that one of them got delivered. So let's take them out and let's see. On the other hand, these are meant for Stefan's home, so that when we sleep over, the dogs have their own bed. So yeah, would it be a good idea to unpack them? Because they're going to be pretty big. Okay, so per box it is one bed. This is the pillow that goes inside the bed, I guess. And then this is the bed itself. So let me take the cushion, put it in, and let's see what it looks like. It will need some time to properly unfold itself, but it looks really good. And I know for a fact that Dobby and Raven are going to love this. It's also really soft. I love this thing. But that, lemons, was the real Temu haul. Now I've shown everything. Hello Lamfam. So I'm still a little bit sick. It is about 11 a.m. in the morning and I walk my dogs. I have some breakfast or had some breakfast and I have been neglecting my cats a little bit, or at least I feel that I have, because I haven't seen much of them the past few days that I was sick. I was like, let's do something fun with them, and they're all three here because I have some treats. Today I'm going to teach them a new trick. What you will need if you want to do this at home is some treats, just any kind that they like really, and he's already here. Hi, Peachy. And if you don't want to overfeed your cats, it is a good idea to mix those in, like the treats, with their normal kibble, because it's a good rewarding technique. You just have their kibble, a few snacks in between, and you give them a little bit of kibble every time they do something that you like give them your paw. And sometimes you give a treat instead of like the normal kibble. So I'm going to try to find a way that I have only Pistachio's attention, because I don't want him to get distracted. You're looking at two cat butts. I'm sorry. Come on. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do, I have some kibble, mixing in some snacks. Aye, don't bite my hand. I'm also going to put down this clock so that you can see how much time it takes me to learn him the new trick. Because if you put in some effort, they're pretty quick usually. Okay, so let's get to work. Let's first draw a baseline. Pietje, rondje, rondje. So as you can see, he doesn't know the command. He doesn't know what he's supposed to do. But we're going to change that. The most important thing is just repeating, and repeating the new trick that you taught every single day, or at least a lot of the days. Do you want a snack? Oh, hey. Ah, you stole that one. Okay, you know what's on stake right now. You get one too. Want a treat? Rondje? Good boy. Want a treat? Come, rondje. Goed zo. Rondje. Goed zo. Rondje. Goed zo. Rondje. Did you see that? First time without a snack. Good boy. Rondje. Goed zo. Rondje. Good boy. Good boy. So handsome. So handsome. Good boy, Spotje. Good boy. Potje. Good boy. Okay, so right now I'm going to make the little round that I make with my hand. I'm going to make it smaller, because right now I'm doing like so. I'm making it pretty big. So let's continue with that. Rondje. Good boy. Rondje. Good boy. Rondje. Kom. Rondje. Good boy. The difference with training cats and dogs, cats are like their span of like attention is a little bit shorter. So as you can see, Pistache is still in the game, but then Yip Yip is like, yeah, I'm done. But they did make some progress. I'm just going to wait for their attention to go back to my snacks and I'll continue. Yip Yip seems to be like more having a hang of it than Pistache. So maybe Yip Yip is just having a good day, or maybe he's just hungry, or maybe Pistache just doesn't feel like it today. But yeah, they're doing really good so far. I was planning on training only Pistache, but I don't know, Yip Yip also felt like it today, so that's good. Bootje? Good boy. Okay, for the big final of right now, we're going to continue training later today. Let's do rondje. Yip yip. Good boy. Rondje. Rondje. Good boy. Good boy. So I'm going to stop here. I noticed that they are having a little bit of trouble with focusing. So I think it's more productive to just stop it here and then continue later on today. But as you can see, like it has only been like 10 minutes or so and they already have the basics down. This shows how easy it can be to teach your cat a new trick. Okay, now they can have like a few hours to just relax, lay in the sun, go outside to the balcony and live their best lives. And I'll be back later for more when they have their attention back and when they are a little more hungry again. So that's it for cat lesson number 1.
A few minutes later.
Okay, session number 2. Here's my clock again. Some treats. No. Want a treat? Rondje. Good boy. Rondje. Good boy. Okay, so as you can see, they have the basics down. And I only spent like 10 minutes the previous round. Rondje. Rondje. Good boy. Rondje. Good boy. So I want to try to associate the word rondje, which means go around, with the motion of doing the trick itself. So let's try do that. Rondje. Rondje. Good boy. Rondje. Good boy. Rondje. Good boy. So I think the step for them just to know the word rondje is a little step too far. So I'm going to make the motion smaller. Rondje. Good boy. You're not going to get it unless you do your trick. Rondje. Okay, so Pistache is getting a little fed up with it already. And it has only been a few minutes, I think. Rondje. Yip Yip is doing pretty good. So I'm going to stop here. I see that he's losing interest. Rondje. Good boy. You're also a good boy. Yeah. Last treat. Who's going to win it? I think it's going to be Yip Yip. Rondje. Rondje. Nope. Rondje. Good boy! Yip Yip has won. Pistache has also been doing really great, but he needs a little bit more time to just, let it set and let it just, I don't know, wire in his brain, I guess. And for Yip Yip, it has more to do with like repetition. And they're purring really, really loud. I think you might be able to hear it. So that's what, like maybe another 5 minutes, maybe 8. Okay, so that was it for their second session. Okay, so it's the next day. My kitchen is a little full because I'm cooking. I had some energy when I started my day. I did some training with the cats, and then throughout the day I kept feeling worse. The fever came back, and so I didn't do anything, like not much, and so I didn't film. But it's the next day. I'm making some dinner. I have sauteed some bell pepper. Going to dump that aside for a minute. Then I cut up some chicken, just olive oil and some salt and pepper. And I'm going to cook that until it's like a golden brown, like the usual. I'm boiling some water for my pasta. The chicken is nice and golden brown, so I'm going to add the bell pepper back in. I'm going to reuse this plate as my plate that I'm going to use for dinner. And then I'm just adding this ready to go green pesto sauce to the chicken and my veggies. Smells really, really good. And there was also a good deal on this because it was, I think, 1 + 1 for free. So the pasta and the pesto, one of them was free. So I'm going to put that in here too. Also saving a little bit just for sandwiches and stuff. And I'm going to stir that in. So the pasta is going and the sauce or whatever. I just call it a sauce. So this will serve 2 people, like it's 2 portions. And the pasta will be 1 portion. Hi, Dobby. Raven, I mean. Because like usual, I like to cook it like at the spot what I'm going to eat. So this is the other half of the pasta. Just going to store that in my fridge. Don't mind my little sad dead piece of bell pepper. I'm also like this chicken. It is good until today. So I'm using it to prepare for dinner tomorrow. So after I'm done cooking, I will cook those up too. Because shame to let it go to waste. It's going to be another one of those boxed meals that is like this meal kit kind of thing. So I'll be putting that here actually. Also this whole tower. I still have to put this whole tower away with my card making stuff. Guys, you had dinner, come on. Don't look so sad. You even had a tiny little slice of cheese today. No pouting faces. No. Okay, so we have some drained pasta. Then I'm going to put in half of this mixture. So this is what it looks like. I do have some Parmigiano Reggiano in my fridge, but there's already like Parmigiano Reggiano in the pesto, and I also just am a little bit lazy and I don't feel like getting it out and making more utensils go into the dishwasher. And then the other half I'm going to store that in a bowl for I don't think tomorrow, because tomorrow I will be eating the roti, but the day after tomorrow probably. I'm first going to eat my dinner and then I'm going ahead and cook up the chicken for my dinner for tomorrow. Not the nicest plating, but still, bon appétit, eet smakelijk. So it is already almost 11 p.m. I did some Christmas shopping online and apparently time flies by when you do that. So I'm going to have a snack, one of the Ben & Jerry cups, which I have been obsessed with Ben & Jerry's. You know that if you watch my channel for a little bit longer. But so far I've only eaten 2 of them. So I am doing pretty good in preserving them pretty long actually. And I also just cooked the chicken for tomorrow's dinner. So I'm going to let that cool off. I start picking this up to eat it back in bed, having my iPad with me to watch some YouTube. And this is what I get. Like, really, they're listening in on us, guys. Oh my god. Look at how cute. I was just giving the cats some food, or about to, and I found this. A little tiny paw print next to the water bowl. That's so cute. I love their little paw prints. Yeah, you do too. Yeah, wanna have some food? Yeah, you guys ate all the food. Are you mad? He hates the vacuuming thing. Like the vacuumer? I think that's the word. He hates the vacuumer, and I just vacuumed the kitchen and this room and then the bedroom. And he was like, yeah, I'm out of here. He really does not like it that much. And Pistache even hates it more. He's on the balcony. Hey, go call your brother. Guys, what are you doing? Weirdos. Hello, fam. Good morning. So I am going to grab myself some breakfast. So I just walked the dogs. I did a weigh-in this morning.
You want to say hello? You want breakfast?
So I weighed in at 170 kilos, 0.2, which is exciting. That means that I did lose a little, and then I'm almost under the 170. I feel dirty, I feel sweaty. I am going not for my usual cereal, because my cereal, I'm actually out of cereal. I wanted to go to the store to buy some new one, but I forgot. So I'll just have some breakfast with some of these Dutch pancakes that you've seen me eat before. I don't know what it is, but I'm really like, I'm feeling really draggy, really, I don't know what the word is, like, I don't know. Weird. Oh, also something that's pretty funny. Our Fanta bottles look like this. Like, it's pretty weird. They have this weird kind of twist right here. So I have been wanting to try this Gatorade, which I have had for a long time. I just wanted to take a sip, taste some, and yeah. It's a lower sugar Gatorade. I bought this via a website that sells like overseas stuff. So yeah, let's just taste it. It smells... I keep saying this about American things. I'm so sorry, but it does smell artificial. Let's just taste it. It's fruit punch. Oh, artificially flavored. Yeah, that's... I do smell that. Ooh. I do really like it. I'm not a big fan of like drinks anyway. I drink mostly just water, milk, sometimes a little bit of chocolate milk, coffee and some Fanta, but that's about it. And most of the time I just drink water. So this is not something that I would just drink, you know, in a day or whatever. I would just take sips throughout, I don't know, throughout the month until it's like empty. So this thing has 50 calories, which is pretty good. I don't mind that for a drink. It's fine. Yeah, I really do like the fruit punch flavor. Yeah, by the smell, I did not expect this to be as good as I think it is. But yeah, it's pretty good. Let me also take this empty bottle out, because why haven't I sooner? That's it. I feel a little bit slow today, that's the word. I just came back from the store. It's about 7 p.m. give or take. I bought myself my beloved cereal. I really missed this the past 2 days, so I'm really happy that I have it again. And then I also got tempted by this box of Pringles. I just felt like having this tonight, so this is going to be my third and last snack for the night for eating. I made this pot or pan with food like a few days back, and it's fine. It has some veggies, some mini potatoes, some chicken, but I don't know, I really don't like it. It's supposed to be eaten with this bread. It's the same bread that I used for the dum dish that I made in a previous video. I just really dislike this bread, and also I don't like the consistency of this because it's way too many veggies and too little meat. So it's just one mountain of veggies. I don't really like it. I don't feel like eating this tonight. I think I'm going to just throw away the bread things. And I think that I'm going to eat this with some meat and some rice. And I think that way it's going to be much, much better. Today I really felt like eating pasta. So I dug in my freezer where I still had some portions of homemade pasta sauce left. I'm going to make myself some pasta with some basil, my homemade sauce, and then some Parmigiano Reggiano on top. And today I've been doing some editing, and I also read this kind of like book that we get when we get to the store every month. They have a new edition, and in there are some recipes. And so I took some of the recipes out because I thought it might be fun to do some cooking with this, just following the recipes and see if I like it. And for the ones that I like, I can just tinker with them a little bit until they are the way that I like them. Maybe I learn some new skills too in the process. That would be nice. I always like to learn new things. Yeah, next to editing, reading this magazine, I've also been watching The Witcher. The last season that came out, like season 4, I think it is. I did have to watch like multiple recaps on YouTube because it's like the timelines of like The Witcher are so all over the place. There was one recap for the second season. I had to watch it twice to just... I know everything sort of, but like the order of how things happened and where they are in the timeline, and then how, especially the names. Oh my god, I'm really, really bad with the names of this show. So yeah, I've been watching that. I'm going to make some food right now, and then I'm going to watch just a little bit of my series during dinner, and then I'm going to do some more editing. So that's it for today, really. Here's my dinner, my pasta. Bon appetit. Or it's spaghetti. Yeah, it's spaghetti. It's pasta, but it's also spaghetti. Bon appetit. Eet smakelijk. Hello MFM, so thank you so much for watching this video. I had a fun idea in mind. So in this video you saw me trying to teach my cats a new trick, and they've been doing really, really well. And I thought like it might be a fun idea if you have a cat yourself that knows a trick, or if you have a cat that you are going to teach a new trick. After having watched this video, then I think it would be a nice idea if you want. You can send me a video on my Instagram of your cat doing the trick that you taught them. And I think it would be very nice to insert those clips in a future video. I always like to see cats and cat content, and it would be really awesome to see what kind of tricks your cats can do. Maybe it will even inspire me to teach them some of those tricks. So that would be pretty great. Yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, then please consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video, hopefully. Bye Lamfam, see you in the next one.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars.